What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV and my big brother here, Yocrates. And we're here to see who was wrong. All right, and for today's Who Was Wrong, we have CeCe versus Evelyn on Basketball Wives, okay? And this was chosen by y'all. So before we start talking about CeCe versus Evelyn, tell me, out of all the ones that I had on the list, why did you choose this one? Because I ain't think nobody was gonna choose this one, but you chose
Um, Simply because I don't like Evelyn.
it. So basically, you wanted a reason to drag, okay?
I did not say that. Do not
You
put
didn't have to.
words in my
Oh,
mouth.
trust
I
me,
did
you
not
didn't have to
say
say it. You didn't have to say it, but I know that's what it was.
uh-huh. Whatever.
Don't we ain't finna start today now. but anyway,
I
but
ain't even did
anyway,
nothing.
you ain't did nothing yet. I know it's coming, but however, this is CeCe versus Evelyn. Now, CeCe came onto the show during season 7, and in my opinion, immediately she began to clash with Evelyn as well as Jennifer. I think the start of this particular beef happened when this whole happy endings thing. Isn't that how it started? Jennifer and Evelyn pretty much said that at CC's what does she have? Is it a massage parlor or something like that? Something like that. Ain't that's what it is?
It's not massage, but it's like they do like kind of like no. It's not massage. Cosmetic stuff that
Mm-hmm.
is like non-invasive almost.
Mm-hmm.
So like that type of stuff, but no, yeah, not that other stuff.
Okay, but she was saying that the men will come there, get their services, and then they'll get other services at the end of the appointment. That's what they would say. And it got back to CeCe, and CeCe felt the way about it. And I think Kristen pretty much put it out there that, CeCe said this, CeCe said that, and of course Evelyn started going in on her. And CeCe felt the way about them saying it about her business because she's a businesswoman and she don't want that type of reputation on
Mhm.
her business. So we're gonna start it right here and stop it right here. So when you was watching that back then, what was in your head when they started their rumor about her? And do you think that CeCe overreacted when they said it and it was just a joke, or do you think she had every right to be upset about it at that time?
I believe she had every right to be upset. I believe the state, like when I first heard it, that is immediately I went to was like because I know the connotation behind can't just opened up your mouth and said, yeah.
Okay. You back now.
All right, what?
It would do this, but you back now, so
Am I back?
I can hear you, but it's like your face was frozen. Do you want to try to do it off camera? I know we don't want to do it that way, but do you want to try to do it like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't want to. Yeah, I'll just do it off camera. Hopefully that makes everything better.
Okay.
no, so no, so really quickly, this was after Evelyn did Iyanla Fix My Life, right?
Yes, much longer after that. Yes.
All right. I just had to make sure. So yes, when she said that, it was very racially charged. It was prejudice as hell. And I was just like, I can't believe this just came out of your mouth, especially with you trying to be so reformed from leaving Ayanla and all the other stuff. Because her first season back, she was trying to be all goody two shoes and whatnot. And then it's just like, and you dare say this out of your mouth.
Right.
It was very nasty. It was very vile. And of you don't want any type of negative connotations to that. That's just like when Latrice was saying on Bell Collective Reunion to Marie when she was talking about the hair thing. Like, I wouldn't want that associated with my business. Like, I don't need that type of press. Nobody wants that. So when she said, I'm just like, oh, you dead ass wrong for that. And the fact that Jennifer kikied in that moment and nobody even remotely said, like, hey, that ain't even right what you just said, like even her producer friend, like they ain't scrubbed. I'm like, oh Lord.
Right.
So
Of course.
yeah.
Of course. And on top of that, they tried to make it seem like, well, it was just a joke. It was just this. It was just that. It ain't just a joke, though. I mean, because they've got mad over smaller shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, this is the woman business, and you saying it on national TV. So what do you think how do you think she's gonna feel about it?
Exactly. And not just that. I mean, what if you had a trifling, good for nothing individual believing that and coming to her another woman in harm's way for something that's a quote unquote joke. And again, that was a very racially charged quote unquote joke that you made. But I guarantee you, now I don't know Evelyn's exact ethnic makeup, but I'm pretty sure if somebody made a joke in reference to that
Mm-hmm.
she would be flying off the handles, jumping over tables, throwing wine bottles and whatnot, doing the whole nine because, oh my gosh, you just offended me and my whole entire culture using this racial stereotype. Like, that was so disgusting. Mind you, I never liked her and I was trying to give her a chance when she came back on the show. That moment there, I'm just like, yeah, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. And I wish we could have rolled Colt 45 into this too, but you said we can't do that because, yeah, but okay, we just gonna stay on Evelyn. All right. Praise the Lord.
Okay. So after that whole happy endings rumor, it pretty much continued on. Like, it was pretty clear that Evelyn wasn't feeling CeCe, CeCe wasn't feeling Evelyn. But then I feel like we can't really talk about CeCe and Evelyn without having Kristen involved in the conversation as well, because she was a part of it. I feel like she was partially the reason why CeCe kept having issues with Evelyn. Do you agree or disagree? Oh hell. Oh hell. I'm gonna have to edit the hell out of this. I'm gonna have to edit the shit out of this.
That was the end of that. I was look that yeah, because I'm looking like, wait, what just happened? And I'm like, oh, I lost connection. Oh
But at least you're not freezing now.
crap. Okay, all right. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Okay, so did you hear what I said before you went off?
Just the very beginning, and then it cut.
Okay, so what I was saying was, okay, so after that, it was pretty clear that CeCe wasn't feeling Evelyn, Evelyn wasn't feeling CeCe, but I personally feel like we can't really talk about CeCe versus Evelyn without bringing up Kristen because she was a part of the problem. Do you agree with that?
Most definitely. I'm just saying, like, I ain't never, well, never mind. I'm about to say I ain't never seen such a spineless woman in my life, but I forgot Jennifer is on the show. And then also, who was the other? Wait, hold on, wait. Who was the girl that said Lil Tammy? Susie. I forgot
Mm-hmm.
about Susie. Never mind.
Susan.
She
Yeah, she was
she
very,
she up there with them though. She up there with them.
yeah. So what would you say Kristen did to contribute to CeCe versus Evelyn? What would you say?
um, it's a couple of things. It's not necessary. Like ultimately, it's just not sticking by your family.
Mm-hmm.
But it's obvious you wanted to be on this show. You wanted to be with the cool kids and whatnot. So you were willing to sacrifice CeCe to be that. and not just sacrifice CeCe, also sacrifice your husband's father. You were willing to do all of that. So I mean, it was a lot of contributing factors. Again, we're not. You said I can't. We're not doing that one, but I'm just saying she definitely played a part. And then even when it was brought to her, she pretty much danced around it and tried to make it as if, oh, my hands are clean. I have nothing to do with this. And it's like, so you want so the loyalty that you wanted from CeCe, you couldn't even give to her. But you
Mm.
know, is what it is. Wait for here, heifer.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, Evelyn had given CeCe an apology, right? Before they went to Amsterdam.
Yeah, but it was a real. It
Because
was.
okay,
It
did
didn't
she?
mean nothing.
Okay, I'm about to ask you. Did she give her the apology before she made the Ling Ling comment, or was it after the Ling Ling comment?
I am more than sure it was no, it was after, because by the time they did all of that, yeah, no, it was definitely before.
Okay, okay, because I could have sworn she had given her an apology before the whole Ling Ling comment. Then they got to Amsterdam, they got into the argument, and then she called her. Cece called her Evelyn, and then Evelyn came back with Ling Ling, and then that's when
Your
Cece
favorite
called
person, your favorite person had to chime in and explain who Ling Ling was. And I looked at the Crimson Chin just like, Malaysia, this ain't had nothing to do with you. See, now you just like, oh, it's the Asian nail tech person. Like the fact that you said that, that made you look prejudiced too. I just sat there at the whole cast just like, I can't. I
her.
was so disappointed.
That's when I really started getting disappointed in Malaysia. Like around that point, it's just like, girl, but I ain't gonna go there
but
with her right
but
now.
see, here's something, and you know this, and hope I'm gonna give y'all something. Everybody that's watching, hopefully somebody can take something away from this. I've often said, especially from my time when I was at Fort Bragg, I've learned that everybody wears a mask, even if it's a light one. Everybody wears a mask, and you get to see that person when the cracks are revealed. But the thing
Hmm.
is, how much pressure does it take for those cracks to happen? And the fact that it sent Evelyn by her being called Evelyn, the fact that that was all it took for you to sit here and call her Ling Ling says a whole. Granted, we already knew she ain't Calmandu. We knew that all the way back from season one. So we knew that, but this is where you go. But then with everything that came with OG and all the other stuff, I'm like, well, that's just par for the course.
Yeah, pretty much. Because I felt like at that, just like you said, at that moment, she showed her true and real Val colors. That's what she did. Like, but she was always Val anyway. But at that
Mhm.
particular moment, she really showed how Val she really was in that moment. Like, she showed herself to be a racist, and she showed herself to be a colorist as well. So it was just like, at that moment, that's when we really, because we already knew she wasn't nothing. But it's like that particular season, we really got to see how vile she really is at that moment. And I felt like she chose to beef with CC because she felt like CC was a weak person. She was going in on CC. But that's
Yeah.
really her MO on this show, is to go after the
Now,
person that she feels is weak.
I'm gonna be real nice, and this is about to surprise you. I'm about to give Evelyn a little niceness right now, just a little bit. I know, and this is all that I'm going to give her. I also believe part of this is what a lot of these people on reality TV do, and it's let me try to conjure up something. Because again, with every reality TV show, unless people literally are coming in with stuff going on in their lives and whatnot, either
Hmm.
they will link up and be like, "Hey, we gonna start some ish in the very beginning until things pick up," i.e., Giselle and Karen, and then when real drama comes in, we gonna patch it up and then we gonna move back. Or since we ain't got nothing going on, I'm gonna find somebody and I'm gonna just kick up some stuff to get the ball rolling. So I felt like she was doing her job, but in the process of doing it, it was just like it's so many other things she could have done, but to go that route, it was just because again, what was her store name? Dolce, Do Say Mama Sa. What was it called? Like that damn
Both
place?
say.
Oh, that place. Okay. I bet she would have had a whole conniption. Well, actually, she sort of kind of did when Tammy came in with those blank papers trying to serve her. But if people came into her place of business on that, she would lose, especially if it was a racially charged comment. She would lose her because here's the thing, CeCe, you should have been hitting us up because you should have been like, so when Wendy's husband was in here buying shoes for somebody else, how did you know about it? Was he getting discounts and whatnot? Is this how you was getting your money, getting your shoes? Was you getting it off the back of Wendy? See, but see, CeCe is classy, CeCe is nice, so CeCe didn't go there. I don't really give a damn. So I'm just saying, like, it is what it is. I'm willing to go. I told you ain't nothing off limits, but I'm just saying, if somebody came into her establishment with that type of heat, you don't really want that associated with your store, especially when ain't nobody shopping there. Everything is overpriced. Like, you doing yourself a disservice.
Right. Period. And then I think after the Amsterdam trip, it was kind of like, okay, I guess they was all right. And then we go into the very next season, which was the last season that CeCe was ever on, which was season 8, the dark season where it was a bunch of colorism and shit. So I think CeCe and Evelyn's beef started back up that season when Evelyn started involving herself in CeCe's issues with Kristen. Like she had so much
Wait,
of an
wait.
opinion of it.
No,
Oh,
no. Kristen's issues with CeCe.
up.
All right. Look,
I couldn't even.
I said that for a reason. Because wait, not this past season, but the season before, the COVID season. Let's
Mhm.
not forget how CeCe showed just how unbothered she was. Because who wasn't invited to the wedding?
Kristen.
CeCe didn't have a problem. Kristen did. That's why. But continue.
And then she kept on getting involved, kept on saying what she needed to say, and Cece kept telling her to mind her business. And I think it kind of overflowed once they went. Where did they go on that trip? Was it Puerto Rico or some shit? Where they go?
I don't remember.
I don't remember where they went, but they went somewhere. It was hot as fuck. They went somewhere, and that's when CeCe and OG were together like this. Like OG had CeCe's back 100%, and Evelyn couldn't handle that. Then they got into their argument at their dinner table, and CeCe went the fuck off on Evelyn as she should have.
Yep.
And what was you thinking when they were going at it like that at their table, and CeCe picked her balls up and started dragging Evelyn for Phil?
I think part of it was I'm like, oh, is she activating? Like this was, okay, even though I don't see it for Jackie, I really don't. But when Jackie said on the first half of this current season, you woke me up.
Right.
Now the thing is, we ain't never seen that from CeCe. She's alluded to it. We never seen it. So when that happened, I was like, "Whoo." Like when I tell you, I got so happy because it's like you root for the underdog, but I also contribute that to here I go branching off to another show, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Sutton and Garcelle. How for a good minute, Sutton wasn't really doing much. Sutton wasn't really engaging. When she knew that Garcelle had her back, Sutton poked that chest up, straightened that back, and started laying. Now there was one time at the dinner where Garcelle like, you know what, I'm gonna leave, and all that chest pumping deflated because Sutton like, oh, I'm about to go too. But I think that's kind of what it was. Where because again with let's just basketball wise with this show, you have the cool kids and then you have everybody else. So nobody is really wanting to go after Shawnee or Evelyn because in going after them, it never really fans well. So if CeCe were to just go after Evelyn with no backup, then it's just kind of like, because there's nothing like it's just you by yourself. But to know that OG was there, and we know OG ain't give not one fuck, two fuck, a red
She
fuck,
did
or a blue
not.
fuck.
She did not.
So knowing that she had backup, oh yeah, that was all she needed. And I'm like, okay, cool. Great. But I still feel we would have gotten. Now I think if this was a reality show where Evelyn did not have a friend in Shawnee, I think we would have got this from CeCe.
I agree. I agree. And I'm guessing because we're pretty much at the end, but I feel like you brought up a good point, and I want to continue with that point, even though it has something to do with what we're talking about, but in all reality, it doesn't, but it does. You made a point when you said nobody really wants to go after Shawnee and Evelyn, because when you go after Shawnee and Evelyn, that does not fare well for you when you're on the show. So basically, in so many words, you got people like Tammy. Do you think that she got down with the get down when it came down to Shawnee and Evelyn to better her place on the show?
Honestly, yes, but I think it was more or less like Tammy was trying to reestablish herself and get on the good foot. So I think for her, it was let me do what I need to do to secure this check.
Mm-hmm.
So if I gotta get in cool with you, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that. And that's kind of where she played. And even with Basketball Wives, I mean, I know for you, you got some good money off the early seasons of basketball. I wish I was watching it. I wish I should have jumped over. Like I'm like, damn, I should have did it. But I mean, because of all that attention and whatnot, yeah. So it was like you're gonna do what you can to, stay in good graces, keep this job, this, that, and the third, even to the point where we all know if Shawnee needed to pit bull, she either looked at Evelyn or she looked at Tammy. And
Mm-hmm.
more often than not, we knew. See, Tammy don't need no backup. Tammy don't need no liquid courage or none of that. She don't need nobody. Tammy will pop it off by herself. Evelyn needs other people in her corner to
Mm-hmm.
hype her up, hold her back, all that other stuff. So, yeah. So I think that was kind of it. But when Tammy finally had bags secure, knowing that she didn't need Basketball Wives, they needed her. And then I guess when she finally saw just how treacherous Master Splinter was, she was just like, you know what, I'ma just do the bare minimum, collect this young check, and the clip that the Brooke Ashley always do, shout out to everybody. I had fun, chuck the deuces and walk on now. So
Right. Okay. So do you think that's what Malaysia did as well? Because she was on the receiving end of the venom from Evelyn,
you
Tammy.
know Mims is live right now. Did you know he got 10,000 subscribers?
You know what? I'm just gonna skip past that one.
No,
So,
no, but I think it's along the same lines, Jess. Like
Mhm,
for Tammy, Tammy was at a point to where she was established enough to where if she wanted to at a point, she could have left Basketball Wives. Malaysia was at a point where she couldn't, where in essence she needed this show.
mhm.
So when it came time to pick between your friend or this check, she went with the check. And again, I ain't mad at that. My thing is just like keep it a buck that that's what you did and don't try to make it be nothing else. Like it came down to either you side with us and I help ice her out, or you gonna be on that island with her and both of y'all gonna be gone.
Because let's be real, they didn't want neither one of them there.
And I just find it to be funny, like how you go from not having substance to being with the cool kids. So you got substance now? I think not. But all right.
You know what?
But you know
We
what? Praise God. See the Lord works. See, the Lord blesses the
see,
elderly,
we
the
gonna have
young, the
see
babies, and the fools.
see we gonna have to do another video just about that shit alone.
Wait, what?
We gonna have to,
About what?
about all this shit dealing with Basketball Wives. We're gonna have to do a video about that alone, just period. So in essence, who was wrong between CeCe and Evelyn? I think we both know the
See,
answer
see,
to that.
I'm pulling to Josiah. Yeah, CeCe was wrong. Evelyn was in the right. She was on her Ayala. She was burning sage, and she was just trying to coexist. CeCe came in like a Tasmanian. Let me stop playing. No, Evelyn was definitely wrong.
She was wrong.
Definitely.
Definitely wrong. Okay, and also before we go, why do you think Evelyn hated CeCe so much?
I mean, I ain't never been one to bite my tongue. So because she looked better, because she got money, because she got her own, because she don't have to lay on her back to get what she need, because she is self-fulfilled, and because her and her man both match money. so she don't have to sit here and have her eggs, fertilized, put in the store, trying to get them put inside her because her marriage didn't work. So now she trying to sit here and pop out one more baby to collect the motherfucking check. CeCe ain't got to do all that. Oh, did I say too much?
Mm-mm.
My bad. I'm sorry.
You said everything that needed to be said, pretty much. Okay, so with that being said,
I'm really a nice person.
with that being said, let the people know where they can find you and what they can expect from your channel. I gotta watch your Beverly Hills review, by the way, because I just watched the episode last night.
And I know you. We gonna talk about that when this is over. But you can find me on YouTube. Now the channel is spilling all the tea. Like if you type in youtube.com/spilling all the tea, it will take you to my channel, even though it's branded as Yocrates. And little backstory to that, that's because when we were all on the panel, you had given the real tea, then you had spilling all tea, and it was just such a confusion. So I'm like, screw it, I'll change my name. So it is Yocrates, but there are two. So there's the main channel, there's a backup channel. Subscribe to both. But you can find me there. I'm on social media, even though I'm not that active. But I will say, come next year, I'm gonna be back with a vengeance, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna show y'all what it is that I do. I'm gonna cut the food in a good way. In a good way. I'm gonna cut the food in a good way. All right. So that's where you can find. And again, I do reviews and whatnot. And very soon I'll be bringing back trending topics and all the other stuff. But outside of that, as long as Scotty continues to have me, you can always catch me on the Whether You Like It or Not panel, being my silly self, or let Scotty and Josiah tell my antagonistic self. I don't see it, but that's what they say. That's what they
He's
say.
being antagonistic right now as we speak, but it's okay. How
No, shady, yes, petty, yes, passive aggressive, yes, but not antagonistic. No.
Oh my God. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And we'll see you for the next one, y'all. See y'all later. Bye bye.